Hey YouTube, I'm Adam Coble, sometimes known as Skinny Ghost. I'm the co-designer of Dungeon World, part-time game designer, part-time Twitch streamer, full-time content maker. If you're not seeing me for the first time, you probably recognize me from my work as the GM of Roleplay Swansong, or Roleplay Mirror Shades, over at twitch.tv/itmejp. That's kind of how I got started doing all this stuff. I've been slowly picking up doing more and more of my own content, and in March of this year, early March, I was approved for partner status over at twitch.tv, which is super exciting because it means that between that and game design stuff, I can be doing full-time game things for a living. It's really exciting for me. I hope it's a little exciting for you too. I'm just getting started, and I wanted to talk a little bit about what's in store for people who want to follow or subscribe to my Twitch stream. For me, my one true love is game design. Making games, picking games apart, understanding why game designers do the things that they do. That's where I'm at. That's my favorite thing. And so all of the stuff that I do on Twitch is going to reflect that, I think. So if you're like me, if you're interested in games, interested in understanding how games work, and want to see somebody talk about that, then this is the place for you. I'm going to be featuring all kinds of games on my channel, new games, old games, stuff that I think has an interesting design or does some stuff narratively that is worth looking at. Right? I probably won't be playing a lot of first-person shooters competitively. I'm not a big StarCraft player, but I do like games that have a competitive aspect. I like seeing how those games are built too. So there won't be it won't be just role-playing games and indie narrative simulators. There's going to be a nice broad range of games I'm going to be playing. I'm going to be playing good games. I'm going to play bad games. I think both have value in terms of talking about game design. And on top of computer games, on top of that, I'm going to be doing tabletop RPG content as well. So, I mean, that's the other half of my job. That's what I do for a living, is design tabletop role-playing games and supplements for tabletop RPGs. And so I'm going to be sharing some of that with you as well. Whenever it's possible, I'm going to be streaming game design chat. So I'm going to sit down with a project I'm working on, if I can share, of course. And we can hang out and talk about how a tabletop RPG gets made. I really value having feedback during that process, and when I go looking for playtesters, y'all be the first people I go to look for. And sometimes while I do that, I'm going to have guests on the show as well. I'll bring people like Stephen Lumpkin, for example, of Roleplay West Marches. He's going to come onto the channel at least a few times and talk about game design. As well, I know a ton of other indie game designers, tabletop game designers that I'd love to have over to hang out and talk a little bit about game design with me. For my personal stream, so for twitch.tv/Adam Coble, I plan on playing something every weekday, if I can, for at least a few hours, on top of any other content that I'm building. So here's what I'm thinking. I'm going to have one main game that I'm doing at any given time. So if you're already following me, if you're already a subscriber, you know that game right now is Fallout 2. And when I'm done with Fallout, I'm going to be moving on to another game. I'll pick another sort of longer form game, and we'll work our way through it. And I'm going to analyze it as we go. And for those shows, I'm going to be putting up the videos on demand, obviously on twitch.tv right away. And then there'll be a delay, and I'll be putting the rest of the videos up on YouTube, usually 2 or 3 a day in chunks, depending on how much content I've recorded. I'm going to be doing special focus games once or twice a month, where I'm going to pick a game and really just like go in depth with it. Sometimes this will mean a full playthrough. Sometimes this will mean analyzing specific components of the game. I've recently just finished a 6-part series on the indie game Gone Home. So if you like that series, then this is the kind of thing that we're going to be doing more of, really focused on specific games. Not so much a let's play as a let's discuss, let's analyze. And then on top of that, I'm going to be playing some slightly more mainstream stuff. If you've been watching so far, you've seen me play Heroes of the Storm a few times. Mostly I just want to play those games for fun, and I think sharing those games and talking about them with you is going to be a good time for me, and I think you'll have fun too. I'll be doing a little bit of analysis as well, but mostly these are just to hang out and have fun. If it's a multiplayer game that I'm playing, I'm going to try my hardest to play with other streamers and with my subscribers if I can, because I think that this is a community and I want to get everybody involved. So we'll talk a little bit about that at the end, on how you can get involved playing those games with me. I'm also just going to jump online randomly from time to time and just play whatever's got my attention. These will be unscheduled time games that I'll just try to stream. I'd be playing anyway, so I might as well play them with you. As well, for this channel, for twitch.tv/Adam Koebel, I'm going to be creating some tabletop content, like I mentioned before. Things like, if you've been watching already, you're familiar with like the Swansong faction turn. As well, any kind of game prep that I'm going to be doing. On top of all of my own stuff, I'm going to be producing content for other channels, such as ItMeJP, and I'll host that on my Twitch stream as well, though it'll be live on those channels, obviously. I'm going to keep GMing Swansong, keep GMing Mirror Shades, as well as appearing on the West Marches from time to time, and I'm sure that there'll be other projects that I'll be doing with roleplay as time goes on. One big announcement that I did want to make today about sort of the future, and I think a lot of people are starting to pick this up already, there's some whisperings. I'm going to be joining the Roll20 crew as their GM in residence. Now, if you're not familiar with Roll20, it's a tabletop RPG platform that allows players to connect over distance and play role-playing games together. It has macro systems and a map drawing system and a built-in chat and dice roller, and all of that helps you play tabletop games with people who are not at the tabletop with you. If you've seen any of the roleplay shows, we all use it. So part of that job is going to be running 2 brand new shows as their game master. So if you like my GMing style, you want to see me do more of that, you'll have an opportunity to very soon. And stream any GM work, prep, anything that I do to create adventures, do little shows about how I use Roll20 to build that content. So if you're looking to get started playing role-playing games on Roll20, or you just want to kind of up your game, that'll be the place to do it. So I'm really excited to be working with the Roll20 folks. I think we're going to make some very cool stuff together. It's just a case of getting it up and running, and I'm going to be announcing specific details about shows, games we're playing, and cast really soon, so keep an eye out for that. If you want to follow along on all this exciting stuff, there's a couple of ways. Subscribing to my twitch.tv channel at twitch.tv/Adam Koebel. That's the main way you're going to be able to get involved in what I'm doing. And for me, support me in doing it. Right? You'll get all the rewards you'd expect: custom emotes, immediate access to anything you missed on the videos on demand, and you'll be able to directly engage with me in a way that that I think is really important. This is the way to join the Math Squad. This is how to get on the team. If you're not in a position to subscribe, I know that to some people $5 a month doesn't seem like a lot, but to others it really does. If you're strapped for cash, I'm happy for a follow. For me, engaging the audience is the most important thing, and just because you don't have the $5 to spare doesn't mean I don't care about you. So follow or subscribe, Twitch channel, twitch.tv/Adam Koebel. Other than that, outside of the Twitch space, follow me on Twitter, at Skinny Ghost, all one word. It's my main social media channel. That's where I talk about all kinds of stuff. My life, things going on with me, game design, Twitch stuff. It's where I interact with the other members of the various crews that I'm playing with, and that's where you can go to follow me best, I think. You can go to my website to follow my schedule. I'll also post announcements there. It's adam-koebel.com. There's a schedule, there's a bio if you want to learn a little bit more about me, some FAQ information. I'll be posting stats for my new PC, for example, once I have it in my hot little hands. If you want to engage with other members of the Math Squad, go to reddit.com/r/SkinnyGhost. You can sign up for games. That's where I'm going to be pulling BattleNet tags, for example, for future Heroes of the Storm streams. You can talk about content I'm creating. You can ask me what I think about certain games. I'll be posting about what games I want to play there as well. So that's another place. If you're already a Redditor, check that out. And then also, if you just want to follow along as I create new content, just subscribe to the YouTube channel. All the videos that I make are going to end up here for posterity. At least all the ones I make on purpose. I can't promise that my random streams or one-off games are going to end up necessarily on YouTube, but I'll try to put as much content here as I can. 2015, I'm recording this at the end of March, and it's been a really exciting year for me so far. I've taken a lot of big steps into a weird new world. I quit my full-time job. I moved on to writing and doing RPG content, streaming, and engaging people in that content as a living now, and it's already been so much fun. The community is so great, and I'm really happy to be here. If it weren't for the support of JP, of Stephen, Jeff, Wheat, all the folks at the roleplay community, I wouldn't be doing this. So it's important for me to recognize that contribution. And honestly, for me, you folks, the audience, you're what makes all of this possible for me. So thanks in advance for that. If you're already subbed to my Twitch channel, if you're already following me on Twitter or YouTube, thank you so much for being an early adopter of my stream. It's all early stuff now, and I'm so excited to see what Math Squad is like in a year. So let's stick it out. I'm going to be creating new content all the time, and I'll add links at the bottom of this video for where you can follow me and how you can keep up to date with everything that I'm doing. Again, thank you so much for your support, and you're why I can make this content and keep doing what I'm doing. So see you soon.